Welcome, beautiful souls, to the power of Dua, and thank you for watching. Today is another day to be thankful for life, be thankful for cold. It's cold in Australia. Actually, it's not that really cold, but we are approaching the winter in Australia. So during the day, sometimes it's sunny, sometimes it's raining, it's warm. Like this morning, it was very warm and beautiful day. It was sunny. Now as the sun has gone down to the west, it's cold. So now I have my heater next to me here, and yeah, that is what is happening. So as I am enjoying my heater, I decided to talk about karma. How is it like when you are paying for karma? What to do? How do you know that you're paying for karma? How to avoid the karma, and what do you do to be clean from karma? Yep. So in this video, I will share with you about what I have learned about karma, what I did to help me be clean from karma. Yeah. So, do you have karma? Of course, everybody have a karma. No one can avoid the karma. We all have karmas. We all pay for it. Yeah. So how it feel like when you're paying for karma? How do you know you're paying for karma? First of all, we need to understand what is karma. A karma is a sin. Yep. Karma is the wrong. It can be something you say to somebody, your word. It can be an action. It can be any form of the wrong that you did against somebody. And the universe recorded what you did as something that hurt another person feeling, and keep it as a record for you to pay the debt with interest. So that is what karma is. That is what I have learned. So when you are paying for the karma, it come back. It show up in your life as a bad event that can be carried out by other people who are in your life. So sometimes you can find yourself being connected to the horrible people who give you hard day, who make life hard for you, and you totally feel angry, sad, frustrated, you see. And sometimes you will blame those people for your problem. It will be like you are in the world where you are a victim to other people. Paying for the karma can happen in so many forms based on what you did, based on what you are paying for. It can be carried out by other people. It can come in a form where you have health issue, sometimes hard to get employment, in so many forms. And you don't understand that sometimes it karma. Sometimes you can suffer from other things that are not karmas, That is why it's hard to know, to understand whether you're paying for the karma or not. Sometimes we pay for both what we did in our past life and in our present life. So when we are paying for the karma we did in our present life, sometimes we have a little knowledge. You will be like, I'm going through this problem because of what I did that day, in particular that time, And sometimes you will think about doing something about it, maybe to apologize, to do something in order to avoid paying for it. So that is what karma is. A karma is a wrong that you did to another person. It can be any form of action, any form of saying something, So that is what karma is, and the universe recorded it and keep it as a debt, bad credit, to pay with a big interest. So that is what I have learned about the karma. So how do you avoid the karma? If you know that you have a big debt, you have a big debt, big credit that you have to pay for, can you avoid it? No, you can't avoid it. I heard from someone that you can avoid the karma by doing the right thing. Yes, but according on what my spiritual teacher told us about the people in the past who pay for their karma, people like John the Baptist. You see, he told us a story that John the Baptist, Elijah came back at John the Baptist to pay for the crime he committed against the 450 prophet of Baal that he slaughtered, cutting off their head. So that was a big karma that John the Baptist did when he was first born as Elijah. And so instead of paying for this for this sin when he was alive as Elijah, God allowed him to die and come back as John the Baptist and get killed the same way he killed the prophet of Baal. After he got killed, he got himself slaughtered. He finished paying for his karma has finished. And who knows, maybe John the Baptist came back again as any other person and live a good life, die in peace. So that's exactly how the karma is. If you did something, you might have to pay for what you did the same way you did it. For example, if you steal somebody money, large money, and you left that person in suffering, starving, and so many other things that people do with money. Okay, it has happened to you in your life, maybe in your present life or in your next life. What you did, somebody else will do it to you. You see? And the big part of it is that when we pay for our karma, we never know unless you are awakened. If you become awakened and you remember what you did in your last life, then you will be like, okay, so I did this and this in my last life. This is why this happened to me in this life. Okay, so that is what I understand about the karma. The karma, we can't avoid doing karma. We cannot avoid it. It's the way of life, is the way of how the world teach us about life. And the good part of it is that when we become awakened to our true self, we no more sin and have karma that we have to pay for. So what do you do? What do you do to become awakened after you pay for your old karmas and then you become awakened, you become true you? What do you do? What you do is take care of yourself, self-discipline, spiritual self-discipline. There was a short video I did last month about 4 secret ways of how to start your day. Those are a big part of self-discipline. Okay, when you're going through your spiritual journey or even taking care of yourself, self-care is very important. Okay, those 4 secret ways of starting your day, anyone can do it. You don't have to be a spiritual practitioner, those 4 ways are ways of taking care of your energy, Yeah, so in that video, I say that in the early in the morning, when you're waking up, the first thing you do is to smile to yourself or imagine good thing. Okay, it's a way of developing the positive emotion, positive vibration, positive energy. Okay, if you can't imagine how to smile to yourself, you can just imagine being grateful about life, about any small thing in your life. Okay, and then after that, you can drink a cup of water. After brushing your teeth or even before you brush your teeth, drink a cup of water, have a shower, and then give yourself 10 minutes to relax your body. Relaxation is what we call a meditation. A meditation is not a form of people mistakenly the meditation, how I understand the meditation. A meditation, when you do a meditation, you don't do any activities. It's a relaxation when you are in the trance, a very quiet trance when you don't need to say anything. So give yourself 10 minutes to relax your body, okay? And then during the day or whatever you do during the day to take care of yourself, you can still do it. Or if you are a spiritual practitioner who does deep breathing, yoga exercise for your self-discipline, you can do them after that. You can do that thing after that. So that is what I used to do during my spiritual journey, you see, to awaken my higher self. So those are the way you can help yourself to clear your energy and get strong in your conscience so that you do not sin anymore and have other karmas. Because the reason we sin is when we are in our lower self, our lower consciousness. This is what we sin. But if we rise our higher self, if we raise our energy and reach our higher consciousness, our higher brain, we do not sin anymore. Okay, so that is what I can share with you today. A karma is the way of world. If there is no karma, there is no death. There shouldn't be death. There shouldn't be suffering. Okay, so it's the way of how the world has to be carried on. Karma carry the world on. Okay, but the good part of it is that we all have an opportunities to be clean from karma and be free and be our true self. Yeah. So if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumb, share it with a friend. And if you have any question, you can leave your question on this video. Or if anything you know about the karma that you want to share, you can leave your comment on this video until we meet again in another video. Enjoy, have peace, and be well. Bye now. Peace.